Hello, and welcome to I Watch This as an Adult, the podcast where I review movies from my childhood from an adult perspective. And this week, I review 1990's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. We're gonna get into this review. First off, hope everybody's being safe out there with this COVID-19 stuff going on. I know I didn't mention it the last time when I did my last review, my Selena review. If you haven't checked that out, go watch it. But everybody be safe out there. You know, don't be stupid. Go out there and get what you need to get and go the fuck back home. Stay inside as much as possible, because you don't want to be out here and be that dumbass that gets everybody sick, and you don't want to get sick yourself, okay? So go out, do what you gotta do, you know, and get it over with. Go your ass back home. Stay safe, everybody. But anyway, what am I talking? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's what I'm talking about. Lost train of thought there. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. And I'm talking about this because it is the 30th anniversary of the movie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is 30 years old. They celebrated the actual release date. I think the actual release date was March 29th. I want to say, or March... Was it March 29th? I want to say March 29th is when... Or March 28th is when the original... I didn't do research on the date, so I don't know, but I'll be honest about that. But yeah, it came out 30 years ago. The Ninja Turtles back in the late 80s, early 90s were a huge fucking deal, man. I was a huge Ninja Turtle fan. I'm like off top, just gonna say this won't really be a review of the movie. This is just gonna be pretty much just me just gushing over this goddamn movie, because this is one of my favorite movies of all fucking time, man. Like, you don't know, man. I'm like, this movie is my favorite movie of all goddamn time, man. Like, it's up there. I know my favorite movie of all time should be something like Pulp Fiction, which I love. I love Pulp Fiction. It should be Pulp Fiction or fucking Lethal Weapon or some shit, I don't know, but it's like, your favorite movie is a movie about 4 fucking turtles, you know. But I know that's a thing. I know that's a thing that people are like, man, you're like, you don't like anything that's grown up or anything like that. But fuck you, nigga. But anyway, yeah, man. But like this movie had a real impact on me, man. This was like my second movie ever. I want to say I was like 4 years old when I went to go see this movie. Like, you don't know how much impact this movie had on my goddamn life, bruh. It was like, I was 4 years old when I saw this movie. I got a Ninja Turtle for my 4th birthday. It was a Michelangelo action figure. It was like my first fucking action figure. You know, so like the Ninja Turtles are real near and dear to my heart, because like they really shaped me, man. Like it was my second movie ever, first action figure. I'm a 4-year-old going to see this goddamn movie, you know. And then like, what else I got? I think I got a Game Boy also, and like my first video game was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game. So like, Ninja Turtles, huge impact on my life. But anyway, yeah, I was saying like this was my second movie ever. Like, this was like one of the most hype I've ever been for a movie ever. I want to say like maybe I haven't been hyped for a movie since like maybe Spider-Man, The Avengers, and Black Panther. Like the first Spider-Man movie, the first Avengers movie, and Black Panther. You're like those are like the other 3 movies that were like an event for me. Like Ninja Turtles was like the first event for me. The first movie, it was an event for me. Like I said, like the only other movies that I got hyped like that for was the first Spider-Man, the Avengers, and Black Panther. Like no other movies have gotten me this hype. But I remember seeing this as a kid and like at 4 and just loving how gritty it is. I remember like my aunt took me to go see it. We went to go see it in like this really dark ass theater. I couldn't see shit in that theater. I still remember that shit to this day. We had like seats on the side. We sat on the side seats. I remember this shit to this day. I was 4 years old. Fucking greatest fucking experience of my life as a 4-year-old. We sat in this really dark ass theater, which I love because it just added to the mystique of the Ninja Turtles. It was just like, yo, man, these niggas is like dark and shit, you know? I love that. Like, I loved how different it was from the cartoon because like the cartoon was like silly. You know, the cartoon was like real fucking silly. But like this, like for some reason, like it was like this movie seemed real. It seemed more real. It was just like, it just had that grit to it. It was like real hardcore. You know, it was this movie was fucking amazing to me, man. Just fucking amazing to me. I like that the one thing that this movie focused on, that the cartoon never focused on, was like the family dynamic between Splinter and the Turtles. I love that. They never really focus on that in the cartoon. I remember it was just like, oh, Shredder doing some shit again. We gotta go stop him. And then like Splinter will give him some wise words, and then they just go off and fight Shredder, and that was pretty much fucking it. Pretty much, there was just, oh, wise words from Splinter, Shredder robbing a bank or trying to steal a diamond or whatever the fuck, and then the Turtles gotta stop him, and that's it. But like, I like that this movie got real deep with it. It got real deep with Splinter being their father. It got real deep with the Turtles just being brothers. Love the Leonardo and Raphael conflict. That's something that they really didn't have in the cartoon either, if I come to think about it. It was like every Leonardo Raphael conflict comes from this movie, pretty much. Because Leonardo and Raphael didn't really bicker on the cartoon. It was like Raphael might say some smart ass shit, and then that's pretty much it. It was like he'll say some smart ass shit. Leonardo would like let shit slide off his back. He didn't really confront him on his bullshit and no shit like that. That was that. Casey Jones was a fucking badass in this movie. Fucking love Casey Jones in this movie. Shit, I was like, shit made me want to buy a fucking hockey mask when I was a little kid. Like this and Jason Voorhees. It was like niggas with hockey masks was fucking cool to me. You know, it was like this, Casey Jones, and that nigga with the hockey mask on the Mighty Ducks cartoon. You know, it was like them the three coolest niggas with hockey masks on. Just like really like the only time Casey Jones has really been a fucking badass. Really, because they kind of played him as a fuckboy in the third movie. Because like he's in the third movie, he don't really do shit. And they got that whole like time travel shit, and he's back in time, and is Casey Jones back? Is Casey Jones in present time, and then like Casey Jones is another nigga in the past? I didn't really get that shit. It was stupid. And then Stephen Amell played him in the new Bay Turtle movie. That's what I call them. I call them the Bay Turtles. Stephen Amell played him, and Stephen Amell played him like a little fucking bitch. Nothing against Stephen Amell. I love Stephen Amell. I think Stephen Amell seems like a good guy. He's a wrestling fan. I love that. I'm a wrestling fan too. So I love that. But like he played him like a fucking bitch. Like I said, nothing against Stephen Amell. I like Arrow for like 3 seasons. But remember remember when the fucking Arrowverse was like the shit? At one point, everybody was raving about Arrow. Like, oh my god, Arrow is fucking awesome. And then, like, yeah, the Flash. And you like, oh man, the Flash, they doing all this cool shit. And then, like, Legends of Tomorrow came up in it and just, like, fucked everything up. You know? It was like, and then everybody was like, yeah, you know what? I don't like the Arrowverse no more. This shit trash. You know, and like Supergirl is trash, and Black Lightning alright. I like Black Lightning. Black Lightning cool, but Supergirl trash, and Legend of Tomorrow is trash. There's any other fucking Arrowverses? Like Constantine would show up every once in a while. I think that should have been an Arrowverse show, because they had a Constantine show, and they didn't do nothing with that, but like the Arrowverse, like just real, like fell the fuck off like real quick. I kind of feel like that's what the MCU is gonna be. Because I feel like this is gonna be the crescendo of the MCU. Because I don't really want to see nothing else from the MCU. I'm like, Iron Man gone, Captain America gone, Black Widow gone. They jumped the shark with the fucking Hulk. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't give a fuck about Thor. I don't give a fuck about the Guardians no more. I damn sure don't give a shit about Captain Marvel. Only thing I want to see is the X-Men, Fantastic Four. What the fuck they gonna do with Spider-Man, and if Black Panther 2 is gonna be any good, because I'm gonna say this because it's been 2 years now, but Black Panther ain't all that. The first Black Panther movie, I mean, like, it's cool. It was an event, like I said. That was like one of the last movies I got real fucking excited for. Oh, Endgame. I got excited for Endgame. I got excited for Infinity War, but it wasn't that type of excitement. But Black Panther was like that movie, like, I really got excited for, because I'm a huge Black Panther fan. I've been a Black Panther fan since I was like 9 years old. And it's like, I've been waiting for this since I was like 9, just to see Black Panther in a movie on the big screen, you know. Cause like when you saw that nigga, like this nigga first showed up in Civil War, you was like, this nigga is a motherfucking beast. You know, like he giving Winter Soldier that work, he giving Hawkeye that work, like he going toe to toe with Cap. I mean, like, this nigga was like, he was like getting down, nigga, in Civil War. Like, he was that nigga in Civil War, and then you get the Black Panther, and he's a little bitch ass nigga. you know, like, I really feel like Ryan Coogler like really played fucking T'Challa. I was like, T'Challa is supposed to be that nigga, man. Like, you get the Black Panther, and like he like crying about his daddy, and oh yeah, I don't want to be king, I don't know what to do, daddy help me, and all this shit. And then he chasing after a fucking bitch, and he just chasing after girls, like, oh look, how come you don't love me? Come on, come back to me. Being a fucking thirst bucket ass nigga. And then he let fucking Killmonger get the best of his ass and treat him like a little bitch. You know, and the fucking fight between them was ass. That was an ass fight, man. I fucking hate that the fucking last scene in Black Panther where they fight. Him and Killmonger fight. I was like, he should have been whipping Killmonger's ass. I like, cause like, comic book T'Challa don't love these hoes, man. He ain't chasing after no bitch. Killmonger would have lasted like 2 minutes. Like, he would have chopped that nigga head off, cause the comic book T'Challa is a ruthless ass nigga, man. Like, he don't give a fuck. He would have never teamed up with M'Baku. He hate that nigga. In the comic books, he hate fucking M'Baku. Him and M'Baku do not get along. It was like, they got them niggas being friends now and shit. It was like, you know, I like Winston Duke. Winston Duke cool as shit, but M'Baku is not that nigga friend. You know, like, he would have never asked M'Baku for no motherfucking help. He would have never been buddy chopping it up with that nigga. Like, they don't fucking like each other in the comic book. They are enemies. They are rivals to the T. These niggas tried to kill each other a couple of times. It's like they do not give a fuck about each other. So I want to see if Black Panther is a little bitch made nigga in the second movie. If he a bitch made nigga in the second movie, I'm done with Black Panther. I'm sorry. I'm fucking done. You know, I'm fucking done. You ruined a great fucking character. I just feel like they ruined a great fucking character. It's sad that Black Panther's cool when he's not in a Black Panther movie. You know, like when the white boys got him, when the Russo brothers got him, they treat that nigga like he's supposed to be treated. It's kind of sad that the white boys know what to do with Black Panther, and the black people don't know what to do with Black Panther. It's kind of stupid. You feel me? But I just got off on a tangent on the MCU on a fucking Ninja Turtles review. So, you know what? I'm going to take me a break. I will be back after a word from our sponsors. Okay, I'm back. Another thing I liked in this movie was April O'Neil, because I had a crush on April O'Neil. I like this April O'Neil. This is like my favorite April O'Neil of like all time. Played by, I think her name is Judith Hong. Because I don't really like that second April O'Neil. I think she kind of trash, and I definitely don't like Megan Fox's April O'Neil. But this is my favorite April O'Neil. She got that like fucking like hot biker slut look to me. I don't know what it is about that, but like I thought that was hot. And she walking around on the goddamn farm in the little Daisy Duke shorts and shit, and the little string fucking top and shit. I fucking love that shit. She's hot as fuck. But another thing, like I'm like, this film really focuses on family a lot. Like Vin Diesel would love the fuck out of this movie because it's all about family. Like, you family, this is family. Family. Everything in this movie is about family. There's even this kid that they follow named Danny in the movie. You know, like he's struggling to find where he belongs, and like he gets mixed up with the Shredder. Like Shredder, like real pedo in this movie. Cause like he just manipulating children to like be his like soldiers and shit. Like he's buying them like fucking weed and cigarettes and fucking beer and pizza and shit. He's just buying them motherfuckers like porno and shit. It's like, and he's just like, in exchange I will teach you martial arts and you go steal and wreak havoc in the city and shit. Fun fact, a young Sam Rockwell is in this movie. Fun fact, you'll see he's in this movie like 3 times at least. Like he's in the beginning, like he's one of the kids that mug April and gets his ass whipped by the Ninja Turtles. He's in the scene where they first introduced like the Shredder's lair, where like he's like showing all the other kids around and shit. He's in the scene where Casey Jones is saving Splinter, and he's also at the end of a movie. Like Sam Rockwell is pretty prominent in this movie. You'll spot him, like young Sam Rockwell. He's in this movie. I would love for people to bring that up to him. He's like, yo, man, remember when you was in the first Ninja Turtles movie? You know, like, that was probably his first job or some shit too. That's funny. But yeah, man. So like Shredder like manipulating these kids to be his like fucking foot soldiers and shit. So like basically it's kind of like teenagers against teenagers, because the Ninja Turtles are teenagers and the Foot Clan are fucking teenagers too. So like it's kind of like Shredder and Splinter are like a bizarro dynamic with each other. You know, like they got like, they're like both sides of the coin. You know, Shredder's the evil side and Splinter's the light side. You know, like good side, and you get the shit. But yeah, a character I was disappointed with in this movie was Tatsu. They didn't really do shit with him in this movie, man. They don't do shit with him in the sequel either. He's kind of a fucking bitch. You know, like, they don't do a damn thing. Like, Casey Jones knocks him out with a goddamn fucking 9-iron. Like, he just lays him the fuck out. I'm like, Tatsu kind of a bitch. But yeah, man, all in all, man, like, this movie has to be, like, the greatest fucking superhero movie of all time. I'm like, and I feel like it don't get its fucking props, man. This movie I feel like this movie doesn't get the respect that it deserves, because, like, the Ninja Turtles was just such a fucking phenomenon, man. Like, they were just everywhere. They drove parents fucking crazy. You know, like, I know my parents were crazy. It was like, oh God, I'm tired of the fucking Ninja Turtles. They were like, because everything I wanted was Ninja Turtle. Ninja Turtle, Ninja Turtle, Ninja Turtle, Ninja Turtle, Ninja Turtle. You know, like, drove parents crazy. So, like, I guess a lot of kids, like, grew out of it, and they don't really, like, fucking respect the Ninja Turtles, I guess, or some shit. You know, but, like, I feel like this movie's, like, up here with, like, the first Superman movie from, like, 1978 and the first Batman movie from 1989. You know, like, this is one of the greats, like, top 10 great superhero movies of all time to me, man. Like, it's definitely the best Ninja Turtles movie of all time. Definitely the best Ninja Turtles movie of all time. I don't think any other Ninja Turtles movie has topped this movie. Not Ninja Turtles 2, not Ninja Turtles 3, definitely not Ninja Turtles 3. That shit is fucking garbage truck juice. Fucking hate Ninja Turtles 3. The 2007 Ninja Turtles, even though that's I watched that one from time to time too, but that's Bay Turtle sucks. That's trash too. Both of those movies are trash. But I think they're trying to. I think I heard somewhere they're trying to reboot it again. I don't know. I really think, because, like, if they're gonna reboot Ninja Turtles, it's really gonna have to take a person that's a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles to fucking reboot this whole, like, franchise. Like, just what they did with Bumblebee, because Bumblebee is a really good fucking movie, man. It's kind of sad that nobody went to go fucking see it, you know, and I fall in that category too. I didn't go see it. I didn't see it until, like, it was on, like, VOD or whatever the fuck. But Bumblebee is a really fucking good movie. It, like, cherishes the lore of the Transformers. Like, the Transformers look like the fucking Transformers in that movie. It's, like, really clever. It's really smart. And, like, it takes the whole source material seriously. There's no fucking stupid ass dick jokes or fart jokes or titty jokes or whatever the fuck in this movie. You know, and it's good because a fan made it. Travis Knight is a huge fan of the Transformers. And that's what they need for these type of franchises. For these type of franchises, you need a fan to make it. A fan needs to work on the Ninja Turtles. It's not gonna be any good because nobody has any fucking putting any fucking heart into it. I feel like that with the Power Rangers too. The last Power Ranger movie, I thought it was alright, but if you're not a fan of, I feel like a real big fan of the Power Rangers should, like, take on the Power Rangers, because you know the lore, you know where the fuck it come from, you know, like, you know what these characters are about, you know what they do. You know, I know Hasbro is trying to do they're doing this whole thing with the Power Rangers, gonna do some time travel shit. I don't know. It might be good. They might get a fan to do that shit. They might get a guy that grew up like, oh man, yeah, I love the Power Rangers, you know, and they fucking do the shit right, and not be afraid to be a little tongue-in-cheek with it, because Power Rangers has always been tongue-in-cheek, you know, like, it's always been that, like, ain't nothing wrong with it, but yeah, but, like, these franchises need fans to do them, like, fans that grew up, got into films, and now they want to do these movies. That's what they need. Yeah, but Yeah, man, like I said, this is definitely the best Ninja Turtles movie, and it really is like the blueprint for the Ninja Turtles franchise since. Like, every incarnation of the Ninja Turtles has piggybacked off this goddamn movie. They don't really go towards the 1980s cartoon. It was like they haven't really touched that, because like the cartoon was kind of the first thing that was out, but the first movie kind of went from the comic books, and it kind of created its own thing, kind of like a amalgamation of the cartoon, comic books, and mixed it together, you know. So that was that. But like everything has piggybacked off of this. It's like Leonardo has always been a noble dude. Raphael's always been a fucking badass. Donatello is like smart nigga. You know, Michelangelo is the wild motherfucker. Like, he just out here wilding. You know, it's like those are the Ninja Turtles that they all those Ninja Turtles came from this movie, and they've been piggybacking off of that since. And it's no secret, man. I just told you this is one of my favorite movies of all time. So like, I'm gonna give this shit like a fucking 5 out of 5, you know, like 5 out of 5. I don't know. I don't even know my fucking rating system. I don't go back and listen to these. I really don't, you know, like I go back and listen to them like the first time, and then that's it. But I don't go back and, because I think that shit's creepy. Like, why would you listen to yourself? That's weird. But anyway, but yeah, like 5 out of 5 for me. That's my rating for this. I will. It has rewatchability to no end. Happy 30th anniversary to the Ninja Turtles. Till next time. I'll review another movie next week. I'll be back next week. Peace, everybody.